Morning, everyone. Good evening to Rachel. A very warm welcome to MSM and Q College eSummit 2020 Live. This is our first ever webinar of Q College, and thank you all for joining in. Thank you for connecting with us today. You are here with MSM and Q College team, and we will ensure that this session will certainly add value to your knowledge and experience for Q College. This session will be taken by none other than our Administrative Director, Senior Educational Administrator, Rachel McPherson. Before we start, we would like to take you through the basic features of Zoom webinar, which I believe that you all must have been aware about till now. So there are multiple options in your control panel. Please note that this is a webinar and your videos and mics will be inactive during the session. Participate in the webinar by raising your hands from the raise hand option. For any technical questions, you can put those up in the chat box. If your questions are not answered during the webinar, don't worry, we'll be sending you a detailed email post the webinar. I will not take much time, and now I'm handing over to Rachel to take you through Q College presentation.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As you said, I am the Administrative Director and Senior Education Administrator for Q College, and I have been with the company now for over 7 years. And we just want to give you a little bit more information about Q College and our 2 campuses as we start expanding. So bear with me, it is my first webinar, and I guess we're ready to go. So we're going to go through the 4 parts of the school: our accreditation, our programs, campuses, and the enrollment process at Q College. Q College has been around since 1997, and we have primarily been a technology-based school. So we've been actually maintaining an excellent standard in academics for an extremely long time. We've specialized in web tech, digital marketing, graphic design, branding fundamentals, coding, and business administration. Q College, as you can see from the one image, this is actually taken directly in our Victoria campus, and it outlines the smaller classroom size. This classroom in the image only holds 13 to 18 students, depending on if we want them elbow to elbow. And every class is the hands-on learning approach. Our academics can be transferred into our pathway courses, which I will discuss later on, and it's all the career-focused training. This is one of the quotes that our team had put together. Education the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. At Q College, we pride ourselves in ensuring that all of our students feel like their family from the second they walk through the door. With our smaller classroom sizes and our hands-on training, students actually get the feeling that they're learning from a family. All of our staff and team instruct on a daily basis, and when we are back on campus, we are very much a family. So our accreditation, as you guys all know, we are designated under the Ministry of Education. It is the private training institution branch of the Ministry of Education. We have our EQA and our DLI. With the fact that we're partnered with MSM now. We have Q Academy, which focuses on our short-term training for actually different organizations and government agencies. Taylor Pro training, Eton College. We have Pathways with Vancouver Community College. So our programs, we offer a wide range of programs. The most important ones to the international students will be our business administration 1 and 2 year programs. But in this presentation, we're outlining everything that Q College has to offer. So currently, if any of your clients are in Canada, they may be looking for short duration or a couple more credits to fill in the voids as they transition into their pathway schools. Q College has those programs as well. So our business administration 1 and 2 year program, the unique specialty with our 2 year program is because of our expertise, we've added in our web tech digital marketing specialty, which gives the students the hands-on training in one of the leading industries in BC and Canada right now, because it gives them the fundamental tools in all of the technology and an introduction to the tech industry. So they're going to learn web, digital marketing, graphic design, and branding fundamentals with our 2 year business administration, as well as all the business administration courses. So they're going to do accounting, computer software, so the Microsoft, marketing in the different sense for brochures and stuff like that, as well as all of the other courses and programs outlined in there. So the pathway program currently that we have, and we are continuing to build new pathways. Right now we have one with Vancouver Community College for our diploma or degree of hospitality management. And that can be transferred over with the business 1 year or the 2 year if they'd like to continue to learn more. Currently right now, oops, sorry, went a little too fast there, trying to move things around. Right now, our online virtual classes are both in Victoria and our Vancouver campus. And our tuition is actually reduced to less than half of what it normally is per semester for the first year. So students would be required to make 2 payments of $299.90. We are waiving the application fee. However, there is still other applicable fees, textbooks, and the mandatory medical expenses that have been implemented by our organization. We are accepting enrollment for July, August, and September with these virtual classes in mind. And all of the students would be eligible for this $990 promotion per semester for the first year only. So the short courses that we currently offer at Q College may be for someone who's in Canada that's missing 1 or 2 credits in order to apply for their pathway program. And as you can see, I have 6 listed on the window here. The semesters start each month. We have our web tech digital marketing, which is part of our 2 year program as well, our graphic design and branding fundamentals, WordPress open source development, which is really an in-depth look at coding in the WordPress industry, Drupal open source, oh, and Emma, just so you know, we are not providing post-study permits at this time. That's provided when you transition into the pathway programs. The Advanced WordPress and Digital Marketing Diploma Program gives the students the hands-on skills and focuses more on digital marketing than it does WordPress. And the unique spin on it is our practical skills web development is for our graduate students that complete a minimum of 2 of the short programs. We pair them with a nonprofit organization, which allows them to actually work with live clients and apply the skills they've learned in our courses. So an in-class practicum while they're being mentored and taught by their instructors so that they can face what an everyday tech person experiences working with clients. So the short courses are for those individuals that need to upgrade maybe a couple of their skills or prerequisites for any of their courses that they're looking to transition to in any of the other public or private institutions. And it's actually one-on-one training, so it would only be the student and the instructor. And as you can see, we have a wide range of topics and programs that are currently offered. I'm really excited here to introduce our 2 campuses. We are going to start off with our original campus, which is here in Victoria. And we're briefly going to go into a video before I talk more about the Victoria campus and life here. Sorry, we seem to be experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty. So, oh, we may have gotten the video, and then when we come back, I'll answer the questions. So as I was stating, Victoria is a very unique process that we actually have here. Being on the island, we have a much different way of living. Everything is, I think the furthest, if you drive across the island, is 8 hours away, and that's driving from one end of the island to the other. We have small communities and towns and much smaller distances. We don't really get much winter. We get what we call January rain, where from January right up until April, we have regular showers. But on the rare occasion, we get a little bit of snow. In the 25 years I've been on the island, I've maybe, other than the blizzard of 1996, experienced 2 feet of snow. And if I really want snow, I have to go to the skiing resorts. We have an inner harbor where we have, as you saw on the slideshow, a unique upbringing of the different presentations of the island life. So you get lots of seafood and stuff like that, as well as a unique atmosphere. So I see there's a couple of questions before we go into I'm just going to the Vancouver slide, because that is our second campus, which opened up last year. So right now, we only have articulation agreements with VCC. However, we are in the process of working with other public institutions to have more articulation agreements for our students to transfer into. So I'm pretty sure that should answer. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. I'm sorry, I'm not, I want to be better, but I can't. The next intake, we have intakes, as I stated, in July, August, and September. If you want the exact dates, I will ensure that we send you a detailed email outlining everything here. Class schedules are Monday through Friday for 4 hours each day. So students would still be able to work part-time if their study permit allowed them to. So let's go in and watch a little bit about Vancouver Life, which is our second campus. It's also one of the most livable multicultural cities in the world, as you can see, and has a unique attraction, several unique attractions, which makes it a fun place to go and visit for me, as well as I grew up over on the mainland. So whenever you're ready, dear, to start the video. So as you can see for Vancouver Life, we've highlighted a few of the unique atmospheres that we've had to offer. So I'm just going to move things around just a little bit. So, as I stated, for the classroom schedules, it's morning, normally 8 a.m. to 12 or 1 to 4, which allows the students to actually complete their classes within a reasonable time and allow them to continue to work. The next step we're going to talk about is the application process or the enrollment process. We've made it very simple. We've asked the students when they send in their application to provide us a copy of their passports, any of their transcripts, as well as their English proficiency tests. We take several different forms of the English proficiency test. So please, if you're unsure, send it to us, and we do have an online test. If for any reason their tests are expired, they can easily complete our online English assessment as well. And that way it doesn't have to cost them any further, and it's done simply online by us sending them a direct link to their email or to your email address so you can forward it on to them. Now, step 3 would normally enclose that students have to pay the $150 application fee. However, for the promotion that we're offering from this webinar and for July, August, and September, there is no application fee. The only payment that would be due is for their first semester and a portion of the tuition and fees associated, the first semester tuition and all applicable fees, so their textbooks, stuff like that. And normal turnaround is once we receive the application, the students will be sent a student contract, which will be shared with both the student and the agent, and we fill out. As soon as that is done, the student then will be asked to sign it, and their school signs it, and the letter of admissions is sent within 24 hours of the contract being complete. So as I stated, the fee for this promotion is being waived. The only thing the student would have to pay up front is the first semester tuition. Applicable fees is the textbooks, the medical, and any of the additional fees that are outlined. We can send a complete breakdown of any and all fees if you'd like after the webinar. And as you can see, there isn't much difference between our domestic and our international. So students are still required to do everything. So all of our students are treated the exact same. And that, it went a lot quicker than I had anticipated. Do we have any questions? So the first question that I have is, how many international students on campus? It varies from semester to semester. Currently for September's enrollment, we have 2 international students on site. Because our numbers are smaller in size, you got to remember our class sizes for the Victoria campus is 18. The Vancouver campus is 30. As all classes right now are virtually online, we're not really capping unless they want to be in class, and then we're stuck with the minimum numbers of students on campus. And it varies from semester to semester, from program to program. For our web tech digital marketing, we currently have 2 students that are international students that are taking the program right now, just the 2 of them, because they were 2 credits shy of completing the requirement to go into the next course. So it really depends on what you're looking for how many numbers of the international students. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean by the maximum gap about backlog.
Yeah, Rachel, I can help you over here. Maximum gap means, let's say the student has completed his grade 12 or or let's say bachelor's, and then there's a gap of, let's say, 4 or 5 years. So are we going to accept that particular gap, that applicant?
Yeah, they're considered an adult learner, so there is no gap. I have currently right now a student that is 64 years old taking a course. So the last time he was in school was when he was 22. So.
Okay. There's one more question, that are we accepting IELTS indicator for new students?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Is there PGWP options available for students after completing their diploma? The postgraduate work permit. So actually the student that has to take a transfer to VCC is
Yes,
eligible.
because we had that question asked earlier as well. So they would have to transfer into VCC for their PGWP.
Postgraduate work permit.
Yeah.
Okay. So backlogs. What about the backlogs? Backlogs here. I know that you're aware about the backlogs. So how many backlogs are we accepting?
We haven't set a limit on them right now.
Okay. So you can send your profile. Whosoever is having some doubts about the backlog, please send your profile. Rachel will review it and we'll let you know the answers very, very soon.
Yes.
Do we accept Duolingo, Rachel?
Yes, we do.
Could you please let us know the points of the Duolingo that we accept?
It would depend on the transcript, so I would have to see the marks. So it varies from client to client.
Okay, so do we have pathway programs for fall 2020 and Jan 2021 intake? So ideally we have pathway programs for all our intake because we have articulation with Vancouver Community College.
Yes.
Yeah. So having an articulation with Vancouver Community College gives your student an option to take a transfer after completing 1 year at Q College. The student can take 1+1 and take a 1-year postgraduate work permit, or the student can also take 1 year in in Q College and then next 3 years in Vancouver Community College to complete their degree. I hope that has answered most of the questions over here. Rachel, the next question is, what is the eligibility criteria for transfer? How much GPA, etc., etc. So can you please highlight on the transfers?
I'm going to just stop sharing so I can pull up that information. There we go.
We have also got our online programs available for the students, those who are currently there in Canada. And the fee structure for those students is only $2,990 per semester. We have already completed few successful intakes for the online programs and we have got a very positive response. And we are planning to continue that online programs for the students, those are already in Canada and they do have the valid study permit.
So on my screen, I've just done a brief share of the transfer credits that we have currently with VCC for, as I stated, not only for our 1 year, but as well as some of the 2-year programs, and you can see where they transfer into the 2nd year as well. So the program transfer credits is basically the following 12 courses. So our intro to business computing, management essentials, business math, introduction to marketing, accounting 1 and 2, organization behavior, and principles of economics transfer in to the outline programs that the diploma in hotel management actually has in their first year. And if the student wants to continue into the 2nd year of the business administration with the web tech, these are the 3 programs here that transfer over. So we've got our business law, human resources management, and business capstone here transfers over into the hospitality business law, human resources management, and the industry work experience. So they have given some great transfer credits over into the program. So I hope that answers the questions for the transfer credits.
Yes, Rachel, that was a detailed information. Thank you so much for the detailed information. And I believe that most of you must be, all your questions must be cleared after we showed you the transfer credits that we offer, that we do have with Vancouver Community College. The next questions, which are like very, very, the common questions is about the IELTS, Duolingo, and IELTS indicator. I would request you to send us the profiles. We will assess it and then we will let you know if the student is eligible or not. Yes, we do accept 5.5 in one module. However, for the complete assessment, we will be requiring the complete transcripts that we will be sending it to Rachel. So before we sign off, Rachel, would you like to conclude something over here for our attendees?
I'm delighted that I was able to meet with all of you in your morning, my evening. I hope it didn't go too fast. It is my first webinar. And again, any questions, you can reach out to the international team or to me directly if you'd like. I answer my emails, as the international team will tell you, normally until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning here. So that's early morning for you guys, or later in the day, sorry, because right now it's 10 o'clock here at night. Q College's website is not working. Are you going to qcollege.com? Okay. Let me see what's going on there. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, I just saw someone post that the Q College website wasn't working. So,
and we have all the information available on Q College website. Anything extra that you would like to mention over here related to our website or the information that is being?
For the Q College website, we do have it broken down per campus as well. We offer a unique feature to our students as well. There is a job board where employers contact us directly to hire our graduate students, and even some government organizations will send us directly job postings that they don't even want on our website. They want it posted directly on our student information board on campus because they don't want to get flooded with applicants. They only want to deal with our graduates because they've seen good results. So that's another advantage to our job board, is these people are coming directly to us. So it's not just us going and pulling information from other government sites. They're asking us to post these jobs directly for them.
Okay, so if I'm not wrong, then Q College actually works with, let's say, for government agencies for some jobs and all, right?
Yes, we not only does the government hire some of our graduate students, we also do a lot of the government office training as well.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So that is one of the very good options. Like when it comes to job perspective, then it's good for the international students, plus also for the domestic students as well.
Yes, because it gives them a unique edge, because a lot of people, when they see the credentials from Q College, especially for a government office, they know what the training's like because they pay us to train their staff on upgrading the skills, especially in the Microsoft, in the accounting, even in the 365 software or Windows 10, because the government for the longest time was on Windows 7 and 2007's Microsoft software. When they transitioned the whole team over to the 365, I think we spent close to 6 weeks with multiple different governments coming on site and doing the continuous turnout and retraining them all how to use the software effectively and efficiently. So knowing your students or your clients will be getting the training from one of the leading experts is one of the cutting edge. And I did check the website. It opened up no problem for me. So, because as soon as somebody said that it wasn't working, I went right away. And when I go to even like the business administration, it's working from page to page. Is there a particular link that you're going to where it's not working?
Okay, so now we've got the chat that it's working. It's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes. Okay, so I would like to conclude here by saying thank you, and I hope that you have enjoyed our exclusive webinar of Q College. We'll keep on having such webinars. We're also planning to have a webinar for the students, for your students, where we can let them know that we have options for them, be it for online programs and very affordable options for them. Like I think that we are one of the colleges who are providing their semesters in just very affordable fees for all the
It
students
actually
who
cuts the
already.
tuition in over 50%. It's actually almost 55 to 60% off the regular price of tuition for international students.
Yes. And if you have missed anything, don't worry, we will be sending you a detailed information on your email post the webinar. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Rachel.
great